Greetings, people of the interwebs. Today I'm going to be messing about trying to do the rear brake pads on the bike. I've not read up on how you switch them over. I'm pretty sure it'll be very simple. They're never that complicated. He says, crossing fingers. Yeah, I'm just switching over the brake pads on the back. Cause last MOT they were advisory, they were a bit low, so I've got some more of them. Shouldn't be too much of a job on there, but I thought I'd record it on there, putting it up on its stand, taking old ones out. Should be able to push the piston back easily. Putting the new ones in, yeah, taking it off its stand again. Should all be fairly straightforward. So yeah, I'll move the camera somewhere where you can actually see what it is I'm doing. Yeah, and then we'll have a crack on. Nice. So obviously the first thing I need to do is get it on paddock stand on back. So let's do that then. Right, okay, so I need to tighten that up. But these are the paddock stands I've got. They were from Excel Motor, and they're quite reasonable price. It was like, I think it worked out like 80 quid for two, and basically universal, so you can, depending on which handle you put on and which of the carrier bits you put on, you can use them on all sorts of stuff. So yeah, I got two of them. So. So there it is, up on paddock stand, pretty secure. It's dead easy once you get used to doing it, but it's a bit terrifying at first when you're on your own. I used to always go and grab Juliet's to steady it front of the bike while I lifted it. But it's yeah, it's on now. So yeah, I'll move camera again and we'll have a look at what we're doing around here at this bit here. Those bits. So for this, I don't think I should need anything too specialised, so I've just got a socket set. Got these to see if I need them to squeeze piston back in. I'm not sure I will. I should be able to do it all with the piston still attached, apparently. And I've got obviously the important thing, scissors, so I can take new ones out, and a rag just to put on outside it caliper if I do need to squeeze them. Yeah, so let's have a go at this and see what happens. I'm at the most ideal place. So it looks like it should just be this pin here. That comes out, and you should be able to pull them out, apparently. Well, let's see if Richard at RTT was correct in his instructions. Like when I did MOT, I just asked him, is it an hard job doing rear brake pads? And he said no, it shouldn't be. I trust him, that's his job. Doing his job more than trusting me at picking right size socket. 8mm maybe? 8mm. I really could do with getting a better socket set, like a smaller drive one and a bigger drive one, and more of these ones. So this is just a holding pin. You can see it's threaded on this end, not on the other end. And then it should just pull out like this. Might give that a bit of a clean up. Now then, is this going to be an easy job to get these out? Is there a fitting kit in it? Oh, that one's come out fairly easily. Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. Although I'm sure I have to swing that away. Yeah. So it wasn't entirely correct. What we're reckoning? What we reckon size-wise? 10. I'm gonna guess at a 12. Yeah. So that little joint again. Yeah, they're not too bad actually then. I mean, they're not a million miles away from new ones, to be honest. Well, they're off now, so there's no point in me not putting new ones in. The same. Yeah. Yeah, if you look there, there's not a massive amount of difference on them. But new pads are new pads. Might give these a bit of a brush and then put some copper grease on them anyway. Or if I might just put copper grease on them anyway. That looks good. So they're the anti-squeal pad parts. Maybe I don't need copper grease. Pushing that piston back. How hard is it? Oh, it's not hard at all actually, it's going back. Relatively easily. Get out of here. jaws on the edge of the piston rather than inside it. So that should be that bit done. Right then. So shall we put a bit of grease on these or not? That is the question. Go on then, let's put some on. There's no harm in putting grease on stuff. Unless it's your brake. I'm not going to go mad. There's already a brake shim in it. Don't get copper grease on your brake pad face. Because that would be a rudimentary mistake. I'm not putting a lot on you. I don't even think I should need to put this on because it's already got that other shim on it that this bit, and this is the anti-squeal bit. Copper grease smells weird. I know. Project Nigel, Paul said he likes the smell of copper grease, but to me it smells like plastic fish, if that makes any sense. So that's it. That's the pad. This little plate on it. I'll put a bit of copper grease on the back end of these as well. Remember, don't get on in your brake face. If you do, you will regret it. Right, let's put that away now. Let's put some on that thing. Let's not put that away just yet. Use this rag. Use this raggable stuff. Right, so which one are you? Which one are you? You're the front one, so let's do you first. Going to put a bit of grease on this pin part, just to save it from any disasters later. To be honest, it looks like it's been pretty well looked after, this bike, to be honest. So I don't foresee ever really having any issues with bits and pieces. Where have I put my socket? There it is. What's that look like from the other side? That's not right. So they should sit in little hangers on the other side, but that one's not sat in its little hanger. Let's try that one again. It'll be awkward. Where do you sit? Oh, so you just sit on a ridge there. And that holds you up. Okay. So what are you doing then? You should sit on a similar ridge. See how it goes like that then. So when you're tightening bits and pieces up, you should never just go straight in with using ratchet handle, because you've got a danger of putting, well, not feeling if something's binding or cross threading on there. So always start winding them in by hand first. Right, and now in the thirdly, we go. So just an idiot check, just to make sure everything's tight. Or just to check that I'm still an idiot. Yeah. So probably looking back, if I do it again, probably the best way of doing it is, yeah, actually probably the same way I did it. Take that bottle out, or maybe not take it straight out, but leave it finger tight. Take that bolt out, slide the caliper up, take that pin out, pop your pads out, prep the new ones, put them back in, because it seems that it's the thing that holds these in is when the caliper's down, so the back of these don't actually touch this slidey bit. It must be another part behind it, which I'll have a look from the other side, but you can see that they're not touching wheel at back, they're not hanging out a little yet either, so they must be in. I'll check right back in a sec. So we've got no binding, so everything's fine on there. Yeah, that's them done. So I went for from past experience, when I had the last CBR, I put sintered pads on it. So I've gone for the same this time, from SBS. Street Performance, sintered, high-tech brake solutions. Yeah, so I thought I'll stick them on. Apparently front ones are alright, they don't need doing yet. Next job I do need to do is get a set of tyres put on, because they're a bit low in the middle of these. So yeah, I need to... Tyres is going to be a big theme coming forward. Let me pop you up here, because we've got this needing some tyres. I think I'll just put the same, unless I see something else that's like quite cheap for what they are. I think I'll just stick with the same ones, because I've been quite impressed with them. Although bike tyres are one of them things that I don't think if I would have tried this on the Bridgestone B22s, Battle Axe, or is it S22s? Like it says there, S22. I don't think I'd be able to tell the difference if I were riding it on them or riding them on some other tyre, because it's on road, you don't push them that hard anyway. All I'm interested in is a nice smooth ride and a good transition, and for them to sort of last long enough. But these seem to be a good compromise for performance but longevity. The sort of dual compound, so centre room's harder than edges, which is what you want really. I think what did I have before? I had, I think they were Pirelli Angel STs, and yeah, they were alright. But I didn't have that bike long enough after getting them to really put them through any tests on there. So yeah, I'll just see what's around. I'll aim for getting these, but if they end up being sort of mega expensive, then I'll get something different put on them. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, that's it. Brake pads changed. Yeah. Don't know what else to say about that. Fairly straightforward. I think anybody could really do that. Just make sure everything's in the right place, which I'll do now. I'll go around and have a look at the other side and just make sure. In fact, I don't have to take you with me. So you can see down there, pads. Can we put light on? Oh, hang on. Here we go. So you can see down there that pad's not falling out at bottom. It's in its little hook back there. I can just about see the other ones exactly the same. So you can just check to make sure everything's in the right place. When I did it before, bottom of it were resting on wheel, so you can tell it went in the right place. And then you could probably see in there somewhere. You can see the berth. Bloody hell, blurry camera. Oh, it's not going to do it, it's too shiny, isn't it? Yeah, you can see they're both in the right place. Let's see if we can see through this bit. God, this is exciting, isn't it? I know you can't see through there, there's just a cover. Yeah, so you wouldn't see anyway. But rest assured, everything's in the right place. So yeah, there you go. That's switching over rear brake pads on a Honda CBR600F ABS. I think is its name. Because did you tend to put the CBR600F and then another letter afterwards? But I don't think they did that after they stopped making them. Because they made them up to a certain time, and then the Fs and the Rs became similar, so they dropped the F. I think that's the right reason, and just concentrated on the CBR600Rs, and then they had RRs and then all sorts of nonsense. So yeah, the Rs were like the racing ones, and the Fs were like the sport touring ones. And then they started in 2009, I think they did. They did this one, which is like it's pretty much a Hornet, but with a body fairing on and some other little bits and pieces that are different. It's still an inline 4. About 105, I think, brake horsepower on them. And then they did these for a few years, and they're really comfy. It's still as quick. It's literally the modern day equivalent of the first big bike I had, and it felt, as soon as I got on it, it felt natural, and it felt like, yeah, this is exactly what I'm looking for in a bike. The Suzuki I had before, GSX6, was it 650F? Yeah, 650F, that were an inline 4 as well. That were nice, but it was nice when you were moving quickly, but it was quite heavy to move about the garage, and it looked alright, but it looked, I don't know, it just looked a bit old fashioned. That was 2008, so we're only 4 years younger, 4 years older than that, and that just seemed a world apart. Like as soon as I got on there, I just felt at home on it, and compared to the Suzuki, it feels more of a sports bike than the Suzuki one did, which is weird. The Suzuki one is literally just a Bandit with fairing on it, and that's just a Hornet with fairing on it, so you'd expect to be similar, but that feels a world apart, to be honest, to me anyway. It's more lent over than the GSX was, but not so lent over that it's like painful. Yeah, it's quick enough. It's like anything though. You get used to power, and then you need a bit more. Obviously, most of torque and power is like it's not super peaky, but it's peakier than the Suzuki was. The Suzuki had quite a low down pickup and torque curve. This is more peaky, which is in one way disadvantage, because you end up revving it all the time, but in another way it's kind of an advantage, because you've got that power when you rev it and just not when you're not, so you can take it a bit easier. Yeah, what else? Yeah, I don't like that exhaust. It's not bad, because the one that I had on GSX was like a small can't remember what brand it was. I've still got it somewhere. End can, so when I got that, I put a larger end can, which was the same size as that, but with a different tip on it. So I might invest in another one for that at some point, but not this year, because Henrietta's sucking all my money as soon as I get any this year. But yeah, set of tyres, dump brakes, they were on advisories on MOT, so that should be good until next MOT. I can't see it needing much. I'm going to be splitting so much time between. I've 2 cars and a bike now, so I don't even know if I'm going to be using it that much anyway. But I am desperate to get back out on it. I love motorcycling, and I really want to do some decent rides out, and I want to do. There's a couple of motorcycle vloggers I wouldn't mind doing a bit of a meet and greet sort of thing with, because obviously my channel's only really small. I'm only starting out on there, and there's some people that have got sort of like a good amount of followers, and I want to see what is it they do to get those followers and such, because from watching some of the videos, they don't do a whole lot of different stuff to what I do. Maybe I need to do more people stuff or more going places stuff. Maybe people aren't interested in watching garage things and washing a car and fixing bonnet releases and that sort of thing. Yeah, but hopefully when it's summertime again and we're going to more shows at the weekend and stuff like that, I'll get to meet more other YouTubers and more people, and I've got some plans to get some like show plates made up, so if I go to a show I can just park up, and if I'm not hanging around near a car, I'll put show plates on it so people know which channel it is or the name of the channel on there. So that should be, although Henrietta's rear number plate's a pain, innit? It's a big weird shaped thing. Bugger. That will sort something out. I'm sure there'll be something. You can even get them flag things, can't you? It's a massive flag and you can put your logo on it and you just drive your front wheel over the base and they just flap about. That's an idea. I won't want to come back to a car if it's super windy and find out that it's like blown over and smashed somebody's windscreen, though. That'd be bad. So yeah, show plates are definitely a thing on the agenda. Get some stickers made up as well. This is turning into what I want to do with a channel video, and it shouldn't be. It should have been just that. Fuck it, anyway. I want to get some stickers made up. So I think rather than going down the route of having MGTF in a specific font, I might try and design my own stickers. I don't know, maybe have a couple of different ones. My idea, but I don't know. One, I need to be good at Photoshop. Or two, I need to be able to take 2 cars and a bike to a location with enough space for me to park them in a specific way and take a picture. But I wanted to have the bike in middle, Henrietta at one side and Margaret at the other side. That'd be a good photo. Cool. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can Photoshop little bits, but maybe not all of it. I don't know. I'll have to see. I've not even played around with anything like Photoshop or GIMP for ages, so we'll see. Well, that was rude. Camera decided to stop filming, so there you go. I can't remember what I'd said so far on there. So maybe I should just